A good decision is based on knowledge, and not on numbers. Those who tell the stories rule society. Thinking, the talking of the soul with itself. The first and best victory is to conquer self. There is no harm in repeating a good thing. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound, so they that have the least wit are the greatest babblers. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. If a man neglects education, he walks lame to the end of his life. Books give a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. Ideas are the source of all things. Knowledge becomes evil if the aim is not virtuous. Surely, I said, knowledge is the food of the soul. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a harder battle. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. When men speak ill of thee, live so as nobody may believe them. The heaviest penalty for declining to rule is to be ruled by someone inferior to yourself. Writing is the geometry of the soul. Necessity is the mother of invention. I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. One of the penalties of refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. Ignorance, the root and stem of every evil. There is truth in wine and children. Education is teaching our children to desire the right things. Courage is knowing what not to fear. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. The beginning is the most important part of the work. The object of education is to teach us to love what is beautiful. You should not honor men more than truth. A house that has a library in it has a soul. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Good actions give strength to ourselves, and inspire good actions in others. Writing is the geometry of the soul. Have you ever sensed that our soul is immortal and never dies? True friendship can exist only between equals. Man is a being in search of meaning. He was a wise man who invented God. All is flux, nothing stays still. Time is the moving image of reality. But above all things truth beareth away the victory. Lack of activity destroys the good condition of every human being. Those who don't know must learn from those who do. The most effective kind of education is that a child should play amongst lovely things. All learning has an emotional base. He could not harm me, for I do not think it is permitted that a better man be harmed by a worse. If it were necessary either to do wrong or to suffer it, I should choose to suffer rather than do wrong. Love is merely the name for the desire and pursuit of the whole. Courage is a kind of salvation. Courage is knowing what not to fear. Attention to health is life's greatest hindrance. Reality is created by the mind. We can change our reality by changing our mind. States will never be happy until rulers become philosophers or philosophers become rulers. Good actions can strengthen ourselves and inspire good actions to others. As long as I draw breath and am able, I won't give up practicing philosophy.